Peace, peace, family. Shalom, shalom. Y'all climb on in. Climb on in and holla at your brother. How y'all doing? Peace, peace. Got a few things I want to discuss with y'all. First, I want to talk about my website, packaging and ordering and stuff like that. And then after we talk about the website, packaging and ordering, I want to talk to y'all about everything else. From St. Louis, Fee. Shalom, shalom. Come on, shalom, shalom. Lower in the building, shalom. Y'all climb on in. Climbing on in. Y'all know what I be saying. So look, y'all see what's on the board. A lot of people have been hitting me up like, Yah'ki, could you please talk about 5G radiation poisoning today? Could you please talk about lungs and the respiratory system? Well, y'all know last week they was shutting me down, man. They've been messing with my packagings from my supplier. They end up stopping my packaging. I had to get permits and all of that to get our stuff back in. So we fixed that problem. Then we had to redo the whole website. So if anybody trying to get on the website, in certain states, they'll let you get on my website. But a lot of people that's around can't get on my website right now, but they'll be able to get on my website tomorrow evening. The whole website been redone. We started a whole private health club. So for now on, if you're not a part of my membership health club, which is for free, I'm not charging y'all nothing. You ain't able to buy products from me because the FDA been on my head, y'all. So for now on, when you log into my site, for now on, when you get on my site, you have to log in as a member. It's a community inside that membership. Y'all be able to talk to each other while healing. Y'all be able to give each other pointers and everything. Y'all also get a lot of free videos because I'm only doing question and answering on YouTube for now on. I get to go live through my private site for now on, which is still www.yahki.com. What you're going to do is you're going to go over into media, and every Thursday I go live from there. And from there, man, I'll give you all types of breakdowns. We can talk as much stuff we want to talk, go as deep as we want to go, talk about the conspiracies, talk about everything, and say the words we need to say without these platforms shutting me down. So anybody that want that, every Thursday I'm going live from my platform, www.yahkiawaken.com, on my platform. But you have to sign in under a membership. Under this membership, you have to sign a membership contract. All right, that's how they doing it now. Right now, the website is shut down. It will be up tomorrow. In some states, you can get on there still in order, but it's gonna be available to every state and every country again tomorrow. We fixed the shipping problem. I can now get my herbs and stuff in, so everything been fixed. But just know, when you out here doing something positive, the dark powers that be is gonna do everything to stop you from healing the community and healing your people and speaking this truth. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? All praise to Yahweh, Baruch Hashem Yahweh. Bless the name of Yahweh, the Most High. I mean, he looked out for me, so everything worked itself out. So yeah, it's gonna be beautiful, man. So let me know. Climb into the site. Let me know what y'all think. If you can't climb in tomorrow, everybody look at it. Let me know what y'all think. You're able to do live chats with me on the sites. You can even download an app and everything. I mean, it's gonna be beautiful. We literally building up a community, and we can speak amongst each other, amongst our own laws. That way our rights are not being offended by the government or by nobody. You know what I'm saying? And everything has been typed up by the lawyer. Everything is perfect on that site. So make sure y'all hit that site up and y'all sign in under the free membership, and you'll have exclusive access to everything that the outside world don't have no access to at all. You know what I'm saying? All praises for that. So look, everybody been hitting me up in my inboxes talk about 5G radiation poison. Is this in the coronavirus connection? And talk about the respiratory system. Everybody want to talk about that. So I really want to touch on that today. And if y'all got any other things after I go into depth upon these things, y'all can ask y'all questions. But yeah, look, it ain't like everything's going good though. So make sure y'all hit my website up and y'all become a member. It's for free. We also starting to sell whole herbs, y'all. Whole herbs. And what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be teaching y'all how to make the compounds yourself on the website. Anybody that's a free membership will be able to go on there and actually look at how I make up the compounds, and you can do it yourself, and you can buy the herbs whole orders from me, and you can mix it up yourself. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. So look, let's talk about the respiratory system. Let's talk about 5G radiation. What is 5G radiation? What is 5G? What are 5G's towers? These towers are basically internet posts, right? That sends out certain wave frequencies and wave signals to connect to the internet faster. It is nothing but internet. Well, the thing about these towers is you have 2G, you have 4G, you have 5G. Each time you go up, the wavelengths become shorter and shorter. Well, you have something called a electrical magnetic field, y'all. Any type of human being, if you living and breathing, you have something called the electrical magnetic field, or what they call the electrical spectrum. Your electrical magnetic field goes up to a mile radius. A lot of people don't teach on this. They teach you this in the military, but we're just gonna speak on ours that goes in a 20 feet radius. So what happens to these towers is these towers connect to different boxes inside your homes and connect with different internet towers to keep you on your cell phones, to keep your pictures good on your 4K TV, to keep your cellular internet up, to keep you on Facebook. We're using 5G right now through the internet, and that's how y'all able to see me and actually see this clear picture. Well, what y'all don't know is all this is 5G. What y'all don't know is that your body is made of many millions of atoms, protons, neutrons, and molecules. And these molecules are stuck together by minerals, right? These minerals these minerals stick these molecules and these cells together, and these what makes up cells. These cells then make up organs. These organs then make up body parts, and these body parts then make up a full human being. Well, you have things that can interfere with your electromagnetic spectrum, or what we call your electromagnetic field, just like the earth have an electromagnetic field. Well, when you start creating different waves and stuff, what these waves do is they penetrate your field, and then they literally separate your organs. They separate your cells. They separate the charged minerals, or what we call trace minerals in your body. These things literally make your cells fall apart. Now, whenever I get cancer patients and I actually get their blast accounts, especially from like leukemia patients and patients that have tumors and cysts and stuff like that, when you look at that blast account and you start really looking at what's going on with these people, what happened was they have interacted with something that broke away their cells, whether it be the lymphatic system being weak, whether it be the cells not being able to hold because they lack minerals and phytonutrients, whatever it be. I noticed that in this particular case, it be the cells that are falling apart. Well, when the cells fall apart in the body, it's supposed to go to the lymphatic system. But if the lymphatic system is stagnated and backed up, these cells start agglomerating together. And when they agglomerate together, they create a mass or a cyst. These are what you call tumors. So that's one thing that 5G radiation do. It causes tumors. It causes very, very bad headaches. You literally have wave frequencies that's very, very short. So if you look at a 2G wave frequency have so many skips before they meet another loop together, right? Well, the higher and higher you get on the spectrum, the shorter and shorter the wavelengths get. So now you will go from jumps like this to something that's like this. This is able to penetrate you and literally break away your molecules of your body and break away the trace minerals that is keeping, or what we call salts. So, okay, minerals create salts, y'all. When the body don't need minerals, the body needs the minerals to convert in salts. The salts is what sticks your cells together. Without these salts that comes from trace minerals like selenium, like iron phosphate, like calcium phosphate, like iron fluorine, without these that and being converted into salts, it's impossible. It's impossible to keep your body holding together. So just imagine your body getting broken up into 150 trillion particles. Well, this is exactly what 5G radiation does. It literally breaks up the charged minerals, what we call trace minerals or electrolytes inside of your body. And once that happened and it turned them into negative charges instead of positive charges, your cellular structure starts to break down. Anytime your cellular structure starts to break down, something called neurological fatigue set in. Do y'all know what neurological fatigue is? You start feeling tired because your sympathetic and your parasympathetic nervous system start getting turned down. So now you have tiredness all the time. All right. Now 5G and radiation actually dries you out. It's a dehydration mechanism. So now you're missing water that's inside your brain. Your water is made of brain. It floats around in a watery substance, right? Spinal fluid or cerebral fluid. That's what it floats around in. And it goes through all out 4 of your ventricles inside of your brain. So now this water starts evaporating due to these tight wavelengths, right? So now you're getting headaches. You're getting headaches. Not only are you getting headaches, you're getting a neurological fatigue. You're getting tired. Now, this is going to cause, what is going to cause? It's going to cause your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system to respond to it. So guess what controls your parasympathetic nervous system and your sympathetic nervous system? Your adrenal glands. Now, the adrenal glands are these walnut-sized, pyramid-shaped things that sits on top of the kidneys, all right? Now, these things actually secrete certain hormones like cortisol, cortisone, and a lot of neurotransmitters. What we got? Epinephrine, norepinephrine, dopamine. These things are literally neurological minerals that keeps your brain functioning. Now, you have parasympathetic and a sympathetic nervous system, meaning me breathing, I don't have to think about breathing. I breathe on my own. Me thinking of thoughts, I don't have to do that. I don't have to practice on thinking. I think on my own at all. Me getting up and walking, that is normal for me. I don't have to think about that. Me having twitch and muscular reactions to things, all these things, me having a digestive system and my food breaking down properly in my small and large intestines, all these things are controlled while me not having to focus on it, because I have a parasympathetic nervous system, right, that actually does that without me consciously being aware of it. Your breathing and your lungs expanding does the same thing. Well, guess what controls that? Your adrenal glands. So the moment you have this neurological fatigue from these 4G or radiation towers coming through and literally breaking up your electrolytes on a cellular level, this actually waters down and it starts suppressing your adrenals. Now your adrenals don't have your electricity online due to the nervous system, and it's not producing or making enough neuromelanin transmitters no more. So now you have lung problems. Now you have respiratory problems. Right now, the moment this happened, right, so the moment that your adrenal glands is producing all the things that it needs, and then it sees that your body is in stress because your cells are starting to break apoptosis or cellular apoptosis, what happens is your adrenals start getting into stress mode. This is flight or flight, right? Now it's producing too much adrenaline. Adrenaline is a salt hormone that's going to dry you out even more, and then it starts producing too much serotonin. Serotonin is produced in the gut area, y'all. This controls your sleep, this controls your sex, this controls your emotions, this controls your digestive system and everything. So the first thing it's going to do is shut down your digestive system. Now you're having complicated problems. You either can't poop or you pooping too much. You have diarrhea. You see what I'm saying? Now it's kicking up more. So you want to get more pulsating headaches like migraines, mainly in the back or right inside your sinus cavities where your mucosa membrane's at. Now it's going to start your mucosa membrane start producing way too much glycoprotein. Now mucus is coming out of nowhere. All right. Now, remember, the only way this can happen anyway, if you have your immunological system is weak. What makes up your immunological system? What makes up your immunological system is your spleen, your bone marrow, your mucosa membrane, your lymphatic system, your thymus gland, your thyroid gland, and your adrenals. All right, and we can throw the red blood count in there too. Not so much, but it's really the white blood cells that's being produced out of the bone marrow. So these are the things that's getting attacked, and these are the things that are being suppressed because you have too many radioactive wave frequencies coming through your body. So now the body starts dissipating and breaking down on a cellular structure internally first, then it starts manifesting themselves outwardly. Now what? We have adrenal fatigue. You tired all the time. Neurological fatigue. You tired all the time. Dehydration. Right now you need dry lips. You always need something to drink. Now what's kicking in? What? Headaches, migraines. You see that? Now your mucosa membrane have been stimulated. So now mucus is coming everywhere. All right. Now, since your adrenals down and your adrenals actually produces neurological melanin transmitters and parasympathetic and the sympathetic and controls your breathing, now your respiratory system shuts down. Now you went from breathing good to having problems gasping for air. Now you need gas. What do you think the respiratory system is here for? The respiratory is here to give gas exchanges. Did you know oxygen is a gas? Look it up. You breathe in this gas, then it goes through a respiration, right? It goes through cellular respiration, and then your cells actually sucks all the carbon dioxide out of it by way of a liver bile, by way of the kidneys, by way of adrenals and everything, right? All your systems work together holistically as once. Then all this carbon dioxide actually builds up, and then it either leaves through sweating and leaves through your skin or leaves by way of exhaling. Well, when your neurological system is down by way of the adrenal glands, is going to directly affect the respiratory system. Now you're having breathing problems. The moment you have breathing problems, guess what's going to help you? Because we know that mucus is a defense. The mucosa membrane gonna come in and help you. So now your mucosa membrane is outlining your lungs and it's producing in your lungs. Now you got phlegm, you're coughing all the time. Now you got pneumonia, you got COPD, now you got bronchitis, now you got asthma. Now your whole entire lungs, which is controlled by your adrenal glands and your neurological functions, the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system have been stimulated and compromised. Now all mucus is there. Now what you do? You go to the doctor. Instead of building up your immunological system and finding something that's going to be an expiration process where you can take something to break up this mucus, break up this mucoid erosion, and break up this lymph to cough it out. Expiration, you're going to find what? Something that's going to suppress it. And what these things do is when you get inhalers, when you get all these carcinogens, these are cancerous causing things that actually you take them and make you feel good, but it locks mucus inside of the interstitial fluids of your lungs. So now you're breathing, but it's going to get worse and worse because now you're literally locking in the mucus. You locking in this stuff inside the mucosa membrane of your lungs. And when you do that, they calcify and become cysts, become COPD, become bronchitis. You see that? Now, when they lock, agglomulation setting in, remember, 5G radiation, so all of your cells are breaking down. They need somewhere to go, but you have a stagnated lymphatic system. You can't get them processing throughout the kidneys because your kidneys is not functioning right because you backed up lymphatically. So now all this mucus have nowhere to go and it locks up inside the lungs. Now you got cysts, you got crystals, you got tumors, you have all type of neurological problems. And this is the connection that we're missing here. Y'all, the connection we're missing is lungs and neurological is the same thing. All of these are ran and produced by the adrenal glands. If your adrenal glands is down, your lungs is down, your breathing is down, and your neurological function is down. Now we're dealing with all these things at once, right? All these things at once. What do we do? What do we do? Because look, this is what they're going to tell you. They're going to tell you have a virus. A virus is nothing but proteins. Look up the word virus, you're going to find protein next to it. And 99% of the time, you're going to find a glycoprotein with it. Because what produces glycoprotein or what glycoprotein produces? The mucosa membrane. That's why when you find viruses or if you find bacterium or if you find fungus or if you find any type of organism or parasitic, you find it in the mucosa membrane because that's what they like to feed off of, glycoprotein. Glycoprotein is what creates the mucosa membrane. That's why if you look up herpes, what's going to be is connected to a glycoprotein account, IgG. You see that? TB4 cells when you get into HIV. When you get into malaria, they're looking at the glycoprotein of the interstitial fluid around the what? Liver. All these things are due to proteins. Well, guess what the mucosa membrane protects yourself against? It's a glycoprotein that tries to protect yourself against glycoprotein. That's the whole point of the immunological system, y'all. Well, what this 5G network is doing, what radiation poisoning is doing, period, it is literally separating your cells. And we all know that when cells are separating, they mutate. Separating and damaged mutated cells is called cancer, y'all. No matter if it's in the lungs, no matter where is it, it just means dying cells. Dying cells. So now we got all these different viruses that's out here. The coronavirus, this virus, that virus, that virus. And then you really start looking around and you really start looking at what 5G radiation is doing. It produces the same flu-like symptom as the corona or what I call the carnivore virus. It produces the same symptom as HIV and full-blown AIDS. It produces, like Layla Africa, Dr. Morse, everybody been teaching us this for years. It's mucus buildup due to the breaking down of cells in a stagnated lymphatic system. Whenever you're dealing with any part of the body, family, I don't care what part you're talking about. If we're going to talk about the kidneys, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find a whole bunch of cells in two fluids. When you talk about the heart, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find a whole bunch of cells in two fluids. When you talk about the thyroid, guess what you're going to find? You're going to find a whole bunch of cells in two fluids. But when you talk about the respiratory system, the lungs, which you vitally need because you have to breathe in that gas called oxygen. The moment you stop breathing is the moment you die because you're not getting enough oxygen through your bloodstream to keep your electrolytes up. All right? Guess what you're dealing when you look in the lungs? You're dealing with what? A bunch of cells in two fluids. Guess what two fluids we're going to find in any part of the mechanism of your body? You're going to find blood and you're going to find mucosa or what we call lymphatic fluid. Huh? All right. Now, what makes up these two fluids? The lymphatic system is 5 times bigger than your blood system. If you grow a pimple, a boil, anything, you grow any type of bump and you pop it right now, guess what's going to come out? Mucosa, mucus, lymph. Then a little bit of blood is going to come after that. So whenever you're dealing with any sickness, you address the lymphatic system, especially with your lungs. You have lymphatic stagnation problems inside the lungs. That's why you can't breathe. No matter what disease it is, I don't care what disease, what virus you name, is going to have protein and mucus attached to it, period. Protein and mucus, and these are what brings in the parasitics, period. Period. We just need to start making this simple. So what do you need to do? Go on an all-fruit diet. Start eating things that are very astringent, things that are going to pull up and bring expiration out. Bring the expiration out to actually have you coughing up things, not things that's going to keep it locked inside of you, which is meat, protein, which is dairy products, which causes asthma. You know how many asthma cases we heal a month? Come on now. That's the most, and I'm not bragging, y'all. All praises to Baruch Hashem Yahweh. He's the healer. He do all things. I'm just a servant, using his knowledge, using Dr. Sabi's knowledge, using all those great master teachers that was before me, and I'm putting together and I'm using my own and learning from myself and putting things together, and we're getting a lot of healing testimony. That's why they messing with me now and cutting videos off now, shutting down websites now, because we're seeing results. We're seeing results. You have to go back to the Adam and Eve diet. That's what I'm going to call it. Go back to the original diet that was in the garden, and there was fruits, there was berries, there was melons, there was nuts, there was vegetables, there was herbs. That's what it was. These fruits have flavonoids in them, have tannins in them, curcumins in them, have all these different types of mechanisms in it and different type of particles created by Yahweh, created by natural elements, y'all, that helps break up these things and that literally stringe these things up out of your body. Go on a great fast. Do a 10-day great fast. You will be amazed how much mucus have that you got locked up in you interstitially. You'll be amazed how you start breathing real good. I mean, you start breathing, you be like, man, and I ain't even took no herbs yet. And then when you get on these herbs, the herbs, man, Yahweh, bless him, because what he did with the herbs is just amazing. The herbs are made with the same chemicals that you are made of. The chlorophyll, the iron, the copper, the zinc, the selenium, the gold. You see that full of iron, hydrangea root, full of gold, guaco, full of calcium, contribo, full of calcium. These are the things you need to build up the immunological systems. Oranges, the peels of oranges, grind them out, sun dry them, grind it up, put them in capsules, take them. We'll build up the immunological system. These are things you need, because when you build up the immunological system, you are truly building up what? The mucosa membrane. The mucosa membrane is what fights against 5G. The mucosa membrane is what fights against radiation. The mucosa membrane is what fights against viruses, what fights against fungus, what fights against yeast, what fights against any type of thing that's going to try to bring any type of harm or foreign protein or parasitic to the body. Once the mucosa membrane has been invaded and been broken and compromised, now you open your body up and be susceptible to diseases. So we have to build up the immunological system. A part of that immunological system is the mucous membrane. What herbs do you need for that? Licorice root. High blood pressure, get some licorice root, y'all. It will build up the adrenals. It will kick them adrenals on. You won't have neurological fatigue anymore. You see that? You won't be tired no more. Now you can start breathing better. Get you some coat's foot, some mullein leaf, some palo guaco. Start taking these things and get my 3 bitters. These things will open the lungs all the way up and you can breathe better. Now, herbs that's against radiation poisoning, bladder real bladder. Like that fake stuff y'all got out here. Real bladder. Get some bladder from me. My 4 elements full of bladder against radiation that will build up the immunological system, help build and aid the mucosa membrane. Sea moss, purple sea moss. Yes, purple sea moss. I'm not knocking golden sea moss, but a lot of that golden sea moss is fake. Let's keep it 1,000. Purple sea moss, something you can't really dye and fake. And check these things at the laboratory. We checked ours. have over 104 elements. Huh? Got so many elements, you can't even name some of them. These things is what build up the immunological system. Because remember, what do 5G radiation poisoning does? These are wave frequencies that's concentrated, that don't go through a leap. They're moving so fast that it will penetrate anything. So what it does is it literally zaps your electrolytes. Your electrolytes is your trace minerals that are converted into salts that keep your cellular mechanism together. So the moment that you start losing minerals, you start losing amino acids. Amino acids are what we call simple amino acid structures, or what we call simple proteins. This is what creates your molecular structure. This is what creates your body and keep you alive, keep you moving. This is how I'm doing. I'm pulling on amino acids here. This is amino acids. That's what's keeping us together. Why can't I rip this apart? Salts, solvents, minerals. So what do radiation do? It shoots through them and break them up because it discharges them. That's why it's called electrolyte. They're electric. They're positive. They're protons. They're electrons. You see that? The moment you neutralize them, then they won't work no more. They begin to break down and break into particles and pieces. Now you are missing amino acids. Amino acids is what makes up your deoxyribonucleic acids. These are your DNA strands. You are DNA. Without DNA, there is no you, because that is your genetic blueprint. So yes, we have germ warfare. We have chemical warfare. We have radiation warfare. You see that? Chemtrail warfare. We have GMO food warfare. It's so many warfare that's been waged on our community and on the people and on this planet, y'all. You have to keep your body up. You have to. You have to. So to me, I would feel, yeah, my website down, y'all. My website down right now. It'll be up tomorrow. It'll be up tomorrow. We had to change a lot of stuff. They've been after me, man. I mean, they have. They end up stopping, and I'm starting to jump off topic. I just see everybody keep asking about it. The website is down. They stopped my packages coming in from Africa and from out of the country. They end up hitting my website. They took all my stuff down last week. They didn't erase videos on here. So what they forced me to do was get in contact with my lawyer. And what we did was we created a brand new website, y'all. You can get on it now from certain countries and from certain states, but you can't get on it all as a whole right now, because right now it's literally verifying itself. Right now, what we did, we created a private health club where it's free. I'm not charging y'all, and I'm not charging y'all for the Hebrew courses anymore too. I mean, from the herbal courses, that's all for free. I will be a fool, and I will be using my people if I charge y'all for information than if I charge y'all to show y'all how to make herbal compounds at a time like this. I'm not that type of person. I'm a very humble person, and I'm here to help y'all, not use y'all. So the herbal courses are for free, y'all. We're going to have them up by the end of July. Them are completely free. You'll be able to go on my website. It's only going to be for people that are members, though. If you're not a member of my website, you will not get any, only other than YouTube, you won't get no information. You won't get how to mix the herbs, make the herbs, because I can't tell y'all how to do certain things no more, because they literally be on me now. I mean, every word I say, they hit me, giving me strikes and hitting me with letters in my email. They mailing me letters to the house. I mean, they own me, because a lot of people been getting healed. So whenever you see a lot of people getting healed, notice that when they start trying to shut you down, same way they did with Dr. Sabi, same way they did with a lot of other healers. So right now we legalized everything. And what we did was we created a private practice website. The website is completely private. It's for membership only. Once you become a member, you are part of that private, community, and you're protected too. So I can't sell nobody no more herbs until you become a member of the site, y'all. And if you can get on the site now, look it up and fill it out. But look, I'm not doing all that. I'm not finna use the sake of a virus and the sake of this COVID, corona, or carnivore virus to make money off my people. You know what I'm saying? That's simp stuff. Simp niggas do that. I'm not finna make money off y'all because y'all scared. I'm not finna make money off y'all fear. We better than that. We family. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of my stuff is going to be free. A lot of stuff on the website have been discounted and all of that. You know what I'm saying? The only reason why I do charge y'all for the herbs is because I spend so much damn money on. You see what I'm saying? So let's do it. Now let's get back to this cells. When you're dealing with the body is made of cells and two fluids, and it's made of an electrical system. Okay, so you have nerves move them. The lymphatic system cleans them, and blood feeds them. The blood is the kitchen. The blood is truly what feeds the body, y'all. Okay, well, the blood feeds the body through what? Electrolytes, through minerals, through salts, and through oxygen. That's the whole point of your respiratory system. When you breathing in, that's why it's good to practice breathing. You're literally breathing in gas. It's called oxygen. This oxygen connects to iron phosphate that's supposed to be in your blood through lamb quarters, through guaco, through dandelion greens, through dandelion root, through burdock root, through sarsaparilla, through I mean, there's so many herbs, parsley, through cleavers, not through no echinacea. That's a fake herb. You see that? That's fake. Not through no comfrey. That's fake. You see that? Just found out rose hips. That's fake. All of these different herbs, it's so many. On the website, we provide that too. A whole list of herbs that are not even real, y'all, that people are using. And we're going to be teaching and showing y'all how to identify what's fake and what's real. That's why we like to get our herbs in whole. Let me do my own breaking down process. Let me cut up my own roots. Let me strip my own leaves. That way we know this stuff real. Y'all should be able to be smart enough that if everything go down bad and we get forced into the wilderness, or we come on a run and we got to actually get out of this country, that if we get to other places, we'll be able to be in the woods and be able to identify herbs as they grow. You can't even identify most of the weeds and herbs that grow naturally in your backyard. And I don't blame it on y'all. I blame it on our leaders, y'all. I blame it on our leaders and people that have the knowledge and the intellect, but don't either using y'all for money to learn these things, or literally keeping it oppressed and keeping the knowledge to themselves, and for they can get fed off of it. We need to get out of that mindset in the times that we in and the times that we face, and we need each other. You see what I'm saying? So that's what we need to focus on. So look, you have a whole molecular structure full of 150 trillion cells. Around all these 150 trillion cells, you have two fluids surround them. One, you have blood. The blood is to feed the body and the cells oxygen and phytonutrients. The second one, which is 5 times bigger than the blood, this system is called the lymphatic system. This is in charge for what? For cleansing the body, for cleansing the cells, for cleansing the blood, for cleansing proteins out, for cleansing parasites out, for cleansing broken down cells out. And what breaks down cells? 5G radiation, poisoning. Then you have another system called the nervous system. The nervous system is connected to the brain, the central nervous system. These things are connected to all 7 glandular highways in your body, what they call chakras. Well, each of these 7 glands produces hormones and salts, chemistry. And that's how you perceive reality. So what 5G does, it goes through and it breaks up all these things. It separates your cells and make hormones think for themselves and do all types of stuff. So now you tired, you got headaches, you can't breathe, you sleepy all the time, you growing tumors, you getting pus, you losing hair. I mean, because your hair is an extension of your nervous system. So then what they'll do is they'll label this the coronavirus to cover up the 5G towers. You see that? They say, oh, you just got the flu, to cover up these 5G towers. And I'm not even saying that the virus is fake. I'm not. I did a whole series showing how Henry Kissinger, Robert Gallo, and the rest of them bastards actually created these viruses. But I'm saying, is it truly the virus this time, or is it all these 5G towers that's being set up around the world because a bill just passed? Or is it both? I don't know. I just know when the body is truly alkaline, it's not acceptable to any type of virus nor disease. You have to strengthen the immunological system. You have to. And if you're doing elderberry, make sure that it's the right elderberries and you're using elderflower too. Elderberries have to be extracted to be used properly. Will it stop a lot of stuff if you use it just by boiling it and making a syrup? Yes, it will. But if you see in all the cases where we're healing HIV and we're getting rid of full-blown AIDS and stuff like that, and you see the way Sabi used his, and you see the way a lot of healers truly are using their elderberry. For one, when you're making any type of infusion and teas, you have to use the flower, the elder flower. Now, the berries is good for extraction. You have to use a solvent, something to extract, to break down the cellular structure of the berries and of all the molecular structures that make up the berry to penetrate through the wall to get the phytonutrients you need out of it. See, being an herbalist is being a chemist, y'all. You get into biochemistry at this point because you have to know what to use and how to get the concentrated elements out of each of these herbs to use them. The best way to do it, and like in ancient time, drop them in some alcohol, because what do the alcohol do? It moves them out. It moves them out. It breaks up the cellular wall of the herbs and move all the phytonutrients out. So elderberry extract would be very powerful. Now, if you can't extract it, which I'm gonna teach you how to do that too, what's best to do is to truly get elderberries and get some elder flower, mix them half and half, and then make your soap, or then make your teas or your infusions. You see what I'm saying? Now you really were working with something here. But we have to know plants. We got to know which parts have the phytonutrients. Is the phytonutrients in the leaf? Parsley. I'm not gonna get parsley root. I'm gonna get parsley leaf because that's where the chlorophyll and the phytonutrients at. Guaco. I'm gonna get the root. It's a lot now. Same thing with the berries of elderberry, the symbiscus berry. That's the same with guaco. With the leaf cool. It got a lot of healing mechanisms to it, but the root is where all the phytonutrients is at. See that? Burdock. The root cool. The leaf is cool, but all the phytonutrients, the iron phosphates, the blood purification particles that it have is in the root. Some being the stem at the root. It all depends on what plant it is, and that's why we have to study these things before we just hear about what somebody's talking about, and then we're going around either making money off the people or we just posting stuff everywhere like we know what we're talking about. Do your research first. You see, and that's why a lot of healers are not healing, because they're not doing the proper research and the proper study before they're actually selling things to people or recommending things for people. And anybody that's healing, all praises to you. Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I love it. That's what we need. That's what we're trying to build, a healing community. I can't do it by myself. Patrick Dives can't do it by himself. And salute that brother. That's another brother that got testimonies out here. Pamela from Georgia, who we building a healing center with, got healing testimonies out here. See, that's them the people I'm talking about. People that got testimonies, people that are really in the field working and getting things done. Dr. Sabi, like Layla Africa, the people that had testimonies. We're not talking about people that's just getting on Google and finding things and then they selling you stuff and then it's not working. We building a community here. We have to take this more serious, take our lives more serious. Look, man, we got 5G, we got chemtrails, we got GMO foods, we got radiation poison, we got germal warfare. It's so many different elements working against us. We don't have time to be playing like we healing, y'all. If you don't know what you're doing, please get back on the porch, because y'all are getting in the way of people that are truly healing. And if you got a following and you ain't got no healing testimonies, humble yourself. I've been hearing wild accusations and claims and everything. We supposed to be humble with this. This is not our knowledge, y'all. That's why it's called research. Somebody already searched it out. We just bringing it back up and then we putting it out to the masses here. So we must humble ourselves. So if you truly, truly want to build up the immunological system, y'all, what you're going to need is elderberry, elderflower, again, guaco, cleanse your blood with some sarsaparilla, with some burdock root, with some cleavers, with some red clover, buds, not the leaf. That's another thing. See, red clover, buds, the budded flower, not the leaf. The phytonutrients is in the blood, the bud, y'all, the actual budding of the flower. And that's why we building this platform, and we're going to make this herbal club, this private club, which is already up. It should be up tomorrow, and we can teach all these things. That way we are truly, truly, truly healing one another. All right, I won't always be here. I won't. You won't always be here. We have to pass this information on and quit holding it to ourselves like we just God Almighty. When you was created by somebody, you came from a vagina by way of what? A nutsack. They came from the same. So you've been created. So how do you know it all if you've been created? And I just don't never want y'all to think that I'm coming off like one of them people, y'all. I'm a servant. I'm here to serve y'all. I'm y'all brother. I'm here to help y'all. All right. That's what we supposed to be doing for each other. So I ain't want to be on here too long. I just really wanted to talk about that. Everybody wanted to talk about the 5G. So yes, the 5G radiation poison is real. Is the coronavirus real? Yes, it is. It started off from the corona family. The corona family started off in animals, just the same thing as the zoster family started off with animals. What they have been doing is they will take the genetic ingredients from these animals and DNA and things from these animals, and then they'll mix them with proteins from kidneys of monkeys and things, and then they add a parasitic through it, and then they make them airborne. That's how they do them. So all these things starts off from animals, and then they mix kidney proteins. Notice proteins are bad for the black man and black woman body. I don't care what y'all saying. Yes, did protein make the molecular structure? Yes, it did. It's called simple amino acids, not proteins. Proteins are complex. Do you know your body can't even break proteins down? Do you realize when you eat meat, When you eat meat, your whole body shuts down just to get enough energy to break down that meat, because it knows for a fact that if it make it to the kidneys, that it's going to destroy and interrupt the kidneys, because it's impossible for the kidneys to break down complex proteins. You are a prokaryotic cell. You're not a eukaryotic cell, black man and black woman. You were here on Earth first. You are a simple amino acid structure. You don't need nothing complex. You don't need bleach white flour. You don't need white sugar. You don't need corn. You don't need anything that will not break down properly, because you don't have the mechanics inside of your body to break these things down. These things act as 5G, radiation, cancer, and all these, because what it does, it builds up mucus and it breaks down the cells. Once mucus builds up, mucus go to the problem and try to fix it, but it keeps building up. This actually saturates the cell. Once it saturates the cell, it's sucking all the oxygen out of the cell, and then it's going to leave a glucose marker there. That glucose is going to ferminate and then putrefy. Once it putrefies, the cell starts to rot and rust goes on the cell. Just like if you leave water on metal for a long time, rust starts to build up, then holes start coming. That's what happened. You start putting little holes in your cell. Now the cell go through something called mitosis, where the cell start having uncontrollable breakdowns. Now what happens is it sends a stress signal out, because the cell loves the whole entire community. Before it kills the rest of the body, it kills itself. Now go through cellular apoptosis. Now you have cellular death. The moment you have cellular death, the whole body and community responds to it. Now you're in fight or flight. Now your adrenal glands is going to focus on adrenaline. It's not going to focus on ATP, which is adrenaline triphosphate, to keep your lungs and your neurological system and your parasympathetic and your sympathetic nervous system working. It's focused on one thing. Negro, you got to live. So it shuts down so many different parts of your body, including your mucous membrane. Now your body have been open for every virus, every disease, every radiation, all of that. Okay? And now what? You come to see me. You coming to see your brother. But your brother, I think, is a great healer. I'm not saying I'm the greatest healer. I would never make any type of notion or proclaim to be nothing like that. I'm a servant that was given a lot of knowledge, and that was blessed to learn ways to truly heal the body. And that's all I'm trying to offer to y'all. I'm not here to say I'm the greatest herbalist or none of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be that. I'm trying to be the greatest brother to my sisters and brothers out there. That's it, y'all. All right, so make sure y'all log on to the site. A lot of people got their herbs today. I've been getting a lot of responses, so I see that everything is working now. Herbs are back flowing. I'm glad that we got this lawyer involved. They got a lot of stuff going for us, and I mean contracts and everything are beautiful right now. But family, in order for me to truly help you, I cannot do that no more unless you go to the site. We converse through the site and you become a member. You have to become a member. Again, the membership is free. It's free. Free of charge. Only thing that you're paying for is your herbs. All the videos on there that won't even be on this YouTube channel, them are free. Where we getting in deep in depth and talking about what's exactly going on. That'll be on my channel. That won't be on here because they're blocking and they're cutting off certain things that I say here from now on. So look, with that being said, I love y'all family indeed and the truth. If you want to build up the immunological system, elderberry, elderflower, chaparral to cleanse your blood, burdock root to cleanse your blood, yellow dock root to cleanse your blood, okay? Contrebo, orange peels, parsley, cleavers to build up your calcium. That's going to build up the immunological system, okay? To cleanse your kidneys. Most definitely get into some hydrangea root. That's going to break up things in the kidneys. Hydrangea leaf, poke root. Make sure you get poke root, but you keep it minimum. Poke root is kind of poisonous when you use it, and that's a good thing for the website. This I'm teaching this stuff on there. You know what I'm saying? Poke root. They're very good for tumors too. For your lungs, which is the most important things. The lungs and the blood and the immunological system will be the most important things. But for your lungs, y'all, for your lungs, make sure you get mullein leaf, coat's foot, guaco leaf, and guaco root. You can get all this stuff from me in the whole form. All this stuff comes from, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of herbs, y'all. I have a whole entire laboratory full of it. All right. And we just want to start really, truly sharing healing with y'all. So I love y'all indeed in the truth. The three bitters, They're selling off the shelf. The three bitters will help y'all out with a lot of this stuff. We have videos under the instruction page of the website now where you can go and you can watch the actual videos of us making all of the herbs and doing the instruction part for y'all. A lot of people are buying the three bitters. That is very, very good for the immunological system and purging the kidneys, for building up against radiation. We have orange guy. All right, these are things that's against radiation, that's against any type of electricity that's invading you. We have crystals. All of that is going to be on the site to help you. Put these things by your modems. Put these things by your phones. Put these things by your computer. We even have the necklaces. What was them necklaces called that we sell?
I can't remember.
We got a lot of stuff, y'all. So just check out the site. A lot of stuff is getting added. A lot of stuff will be up by Friday. Go on there, grab you your three bitters. Most definitely grab you your 4 elements. The 4 elements is full of iodine, cope, dose, sea moss, bromines. I mean, literally, it's 4 elements. It's bromines, iodines, phosphates, and carbonates. These things is what builds up the immunological system, and it strengthens up the mucosal membrane for radiation cannot penetrate your cells, y'all. So with that being said, look, I love y'all. Matter of fact, I got enough time for y'all. Let me give y'all 15 minutes. Y'all got any questions, y'all can go and ask them now. And I ain't got 15 minutes. I got 10 minutes, y'all. What y'all got for me? What y'all got for me? I just hear somebody comment. My bad, y'all. I ain't know how I'm doing. How do I spell what, Hoshe? That's what it's called. EMF protection. Thank you, Egna. But yeah, we sell a lot of that stuff is on the website. All of that stuff is on the website. All right. So make sure y'all check it out. A lot of stuff is going to be uploaded slowly. It's all in there, but it's going to take a while. Let me see. Hold on, Erica. Let me get you off. I got you on the screen. Let me get you off of there. All right, there you go. All right. What she say? Virtuous Israelites. He have this in the website, or go to his Facebook and YouTube. He break most of this stuff down. Thank you, Erica. Yes, we break everything down. We don't leave no knowledge to ourselves. We break everything down to a nanobyte to y'all. We sell any herb you can think of. We sell, man. I mean, I literally possess, man, thousands of herbs. As long as it's alkaline, we possess it. We got our own laboratories that we have different type of relationships with. We check and test everything, including food, y'all. So, I mean, all of this is for us, family. And yes, that's what it's called, EMF protection. We sell the necklaces and stuff too. And we sell all the crystals. All right, let's see. All right, let me start answering questions. All right, with the 4 elements, do we still have to eat the same diet you recommend, or can we do a plant-based diet? I'm glad you asked that. You can actually do a plant-based diet, but it has to be alkaline. If you go to my Eat to Live page on the new website, the diet is completely structured. We put it in meal plans. The way you can make your own stuff. You can choose between Sunday and Saturday, or Sabbath, Shabbat day, on how you want to eat them. Actually, the amino acid diet program is on there. The fruitarian, the frugivore chart is on there. It's a whole lot of new stuff on the Eat to Live page as well. So yes, when you're on the 4 elements, whenever you're subscribe anything for cancer, or you subscribe anything with amino acid package, if you get an amino acid therapeutic package from me, that means you're dealing with some heavy stuff. That's forgive me, family. That's when you are on my that's when you're on my fruit diet. That's when you're on my amino acid therapeutic diet program. If you just order from the site and you're getting some stuff like just the 3 bitters by itself and stuff like that, if you're not fighting cancer, you're not fighting viruses and stuff like that, you can have a vegetation diet. But when you're dealing with stage 4 cancer, when you're dealing with a down thyroid, and your thyroid is hyper or is low, when you're dealing with blood pressure, when you're dealing with HIV, full-blown AIDS, stuff like that, you have to go on an all-fruit diet, because we have to astringe the body. And the only way we can have cellular regeneration on a fast level is through the fruits. Vegetable heals, but vegetables slow down healing as well. So we got to keep that in mind. What else we got? Thank you. You're a blessing. All praises, Queen. What about iodine pills? Never, ever, ever take iodine pills, because iodine pills have radiation in them. The best thing to take if you need for iodine pills, again, is bladderwrack, sea moss, nori, kelp, dose, bladderwrack. Bladderwrack is one of the best things that you can get, and specifically bladderwrack from Greece, right off the islands out of there. That's where we get our bladderwrack from, right outside of Greece. This bladderwrack is some of the most powerful bladderwrack on the planet, y'all. I'm telling you. And it is blacker than my hair. It's black bladderwrack. And I mean, man, it tastes horrible. And it's in the 4 elements, but that's what you need to fight against radiation. That's what we put in our cancer packages. That's what we put in. If you had chemotherapy, we putting that in your packages. You see this bladderwrack? Look at this bladderwrack, y'all. I mean, good bladderwrack. Good stuff. Stank like, boy, this is good bladderwrack right here. This good bladderwrack. Y'all see the color of it? Organic. Real bladderwrack. Real bladderwrack is black, y'all. It ain't that purple stuff. And that's why I want to go into that. You know what I'm saying? Because just different colors mean that they have different type of chemicals in them. Because chemicals actually is what produces the color. So there's different chemical mechanisms inside of purple sea moss and golden sea moss. Now, golden sea moss is good. Don't get me twisted. I just like purple sea moss because I noticed when we check them in a laboratory, the purple sea moss have 6 more minerals than the golden sea moss. You see that? It's a difference. That's all. I'm not knocking nobody that's selling it or not. It's just a difference according to the botanicals when you're really getting into botany and you really start studying the algorithms, just how the plants are built up. You know what I'm saying? And that's my key. That's what I do. That's what I'm best at studying plants, at studying healing, studying the mechanism, the anatomy of the body, and really focusing on healing results, not fans, not building up a fan page, not building up popularity. I want more testimonies than fans. You see that? I want more testimonies than money. We look for results, real results, where people are getting on there saying, no, I was healed by Yah'ki Awakened Eye of Lotus Research Center. I was healed by their help. They healed me. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for anything else, because that's what we were sent here to do. We were sent here to heal one another. What about food grade peroxide? Should we be consuming the peroxide? Look, check this out. Kawhi, how many people done came to us while being on peroxide?
Several people.
Now, what is that peroxide doing to people? Check this out. Y'all ain't even got to hear it from me. So many people that's been taking that peroxide therapy been coming from me because it's been jacking them up in the long run. What they been coming to me saying?
They are burning their cells. They're burning their genitals, burning their skin. They're drinking it. They're burning their tongue. Lord knows they're probably burning their esophagus and the stomach and, you know, the whole.
That peroxide have too much alkaline in it. It's too alkaline, too many alkaloids, y'all. It's been burning people up. People's skin been bad and everything. Do it drop your IgG count? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. I will not speak against that. It does. It will drop the IgG. Will it help you get rid of viruses? Yes, it does. But is the blowback from it worth it? When I can give you some herbs that will not do all them, not have all them side effects, and you still heal the same way. That peroxide therapy is really hurting a lot of people, and I've been getting a lot of people of that, and we've been having to heal them up. They ain't even been healing all the way from their viruses and disease. They still coming to me. See that? And another thing too, colloidal silver. Do colloidal silver work? Yes, it does. But is the blowback worth it? That's full of sulfur. You might as well take a big old box full of antibiotics. Because what it is, it's full of sulfur. Will it have you feeling good? Yes, it will. But the blowback from it, the blowback, huh?
But is that more targeted toward a different race of people?
What you talking about? The colloidals? Yeah. Now it's more beneficial for Caucasians, but it's not. See, for us, it's gold. That silver is for Caucasians, but colloidal silver. A lot of people been coming us from that. And guess what they have? They have sulfur deposit all throughout their irises when we're doing ideology readings on them. You see that? They have fungus spots built up everywhere because that sulfur is built up. And I'm not talking about sulfate from the sun. I'm talking about the sulfate from this natural accumulation of what they're using inside this colloidal silver. We have to look. This you're talking to somebody that have clinical studies and clinical trials, which means that we're in the field, y'all. We're in the field and we're seeing what these herbs are doing to people. We're seeing what these so-called natural remedies are doing to people. But when you get into alkaline natural remedies, it's not too alkaline. It's just because you have something called acidosis, but you have something called alkalosis too, which is way more toxic than acidosis. that peroxide, that will give you alkalosis. You might as well drink some bleach. So you're not talking to somebody to just Google stuff. We in the field. We're getting healing testimonies year after year after year, day after day after day, month after month after month. We in the hospitals. We reading blood work. We got testimonies showing and diagnostic sheets showing people that were sick of disease and don't have it no more. So I'm just showing y'all, I'm just telling y'all what I know and what I've observed and seen, y'all. All right, let's see. What do you recommend for the adrenal nodule and hypertension? Okay. So you get into hypertension. So what you need for that is my brain, nerve, and adrenal capsules. Anybody that's dealing with adrenal fatigue, anybody that's dealing with cellular respiration problems, anybody that's dealing with neurological fatigue, being tired all the time, anybody that's dealing with breathing problems, respiratory problems, all these are controlled by the adrenal glands. Get my brain, nerve, and adrenals, and get my 3 bitters. Brain, nerve, and adrenals, and 3 bitters. Here go the brain, nerve, and adrenals right here. Notice that you got the adrenals on top. You got the adrenals on top of the kidneys. You see that? The adrenals actually produces neurological transmitters. You see that? In the 3 bitters. These 3 bitters, boy, I'm telling you, I think the whole world about these. Hey, the 3 bitters out healing everybody. I love these things, man. Love these things. What else we got? It's sickle cell curable. On this platform, I see on my website, I can say if it's curable or not. On this platform, I can't say curable, but I will say we done healed many sickle cell people through my iron phosphate. What you need is my iron phosphate capsules. You most definitely need my 3 bitters. Man, you're gonna need a whole amino acid package, but I mean, we didn't heal so many sickle cell patients. All sickle cells is when you're missing the oxygen iron molecule that's on your cells, and then when you miss that iron phosphate molecule on the cell, it breaks off and it becomes a sickle. Well, what do you feed the body? You feed the body iron phosphate, and this is my iron phosphate right here. These are another one of our #1 sellers. I mean, because it's really full of iron, full of everything you need, full of iron. Yeah. Full of iron and everything you need. And then we got Flor D Manta flowers. This is very, very good for hypertension and blood pressure and adrenals as well. Flor D Manta flower, and it tastes real good too. My eye got me hip to this, Dr. Sabi wife. Shouts out to my eye. She taught me a lot personally, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. Love that woman. But iron phosphate for sickle cell anemia. Iron phosphate, iron fluorine. Iron. Make sure you on dandelion greens. You're gonna be on a constructive diet though. But man, I mean, sickle cells, that's one of the most easiest things to heal. And I'm not bragging, I'm just saying we heal that a lot. What is the best way to strengthen your bones and back problems? Bones and back, sea moss, bladderwrack, dose, kelp. Whenever you get to the bones, always look to the sea because you want to look for the calcium phosphate. That calcium is what grows on the rocks in the oceans. That's what you're going to be looking for. So whenever you're talking about bones, get into sea moss, get into purple sea moss, stuff like that. Make sure you get to sea moss. Sea moss, and calcium. Parsley too. Parsley is full of calcium, full of gold. Alfalfa. Man, that alfalfa is something amazing. Alfalfa will build up the bones, build up your bones too. Shalom. How long is herb shelf life? It depends on Jeanette. It depends on what you talking about. It's cool. I mean, I can show them. You can bring them over here. Huh. So here go. This look like kelp. Yeah, here go kelp, y'all. And this is the sea moss. Yeah, it's kelp, and this is the sea moss. This sea moss flakes after it's dried and it's cut and sifted. You know what I'm saying? Notice the color of it. Notice the color. And this is kelp. These things build up the bones. Plus with the bladderwrack. You ain't got to get it though. What else we got? Will the sea moss help with lupus? Yes, it will. Lupus is like another form of cancer for real. So lupus, you're literally dealing with the breakdown of your cells and water retention build up due to the kidneys failing. Lupus, you're gonna need my amino acid therapeutic package. That's what you're gonna need for the lupus. You're gonna really need the amino acid therapeutic package because we really gotta aid the nervous system. We gotta get them adrenals and kidneys back online and get them kidneys functioning properly for it can actually filter your lymphatic waste and all that cellular waste buildup. So you're gonna need a little bit more than sea moss. And sea moss is not good to take when you're not cleansed out, because you're doing nothing but packing minerals on top of dead cells. You never want to do that, because that's going to create stones. When you see minerals in calcification, notice it's called calcification. That's calcium that have been crystallized. Crystallized by what? Other binding minerals. And other binding minerals like what? Acids binding minerals. So when you see that phosphorus being binded up with calcium, man, you get kidney stones and all types of stuff. So you don't want to be taking sea moss and bladderwrack while you're not cleansing. You do them simultaneously, or you cleanse and then you take the bladderwrack and sea moss next. You never do them while cleansing, because you create more problems in the long run. I mean, you never do them without cleansing, because you create longer problems in the long run. All right, little family, I know y'all got a lot of questions. I see one more, and I'm gonna speak on this, and I'm gonna get up off of here. Beetroot. Never eat beet. Beet is genetically modified, and it was not created by Yahweh. Beets actually destroy the kidneys, and if you actually look and do some research and you study it, beets actually destroy the kidney. Beets was not made by Yahweh. It was not made by God. Well, look, y'all, I'm gonna get up out of here. Y'all make sure y'all get on the website, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all get on the website. Y'all make sure y'all sign up for the membership, and we can discuss things in depth, and we can talk and say what we want to say and say the truth without getting shut down, y'all. Without getting shut down. So all praise Baruch Hashem Yahweh. I love y'all. Let's get it going. So sign up at the website. Make sure, you can't even visit my website. The only thing you're gonna see is the homepage anyway without signing up. Anything else you try to do is gonna kick you back to the membership. All right, we're building a private club and a private community for us and us only. So, you know what I'm saying? Most definitely, if you into healing, that's the place you want to be. Y'all just make sure y'all keep humble hearts. Y'all keep y'all faith alive. Y'all keep y'all belief alive. And look, always think outside the box and know. And I love conspiracies, y'all. I love it, because most of the time it be true anyway. Question everything and everybody. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you got a brain for. Quit letting people tell you that this ain't true and that ain't true. All right, you'd be amazed how these devils are really working against us out here. Shalom, shalom, family. Peace.